Now, you think you've heard about tough cowboys? Well, partner, let me tell you about the toughest, wildest, most jaw-dropping cowboy who ever lived, a fella named Pecos Bill. This here's the story of the day he lassoed a tornado and rode it clear across 3 states. It all started on a Tuesday, or maybe a Thursday, when the sky turned greener than a sick bullfrog. Bill stood outside his ranch, whistling a tune that made coyotes howl for mercy. He wasn't no ordinary cowboy. Raised by coyotes, tougher than rawhide, wild as a dust storm. They say he learned to howl before he could say howdy. Then one day, the meanest tornado Texas ever saw came tearing across the plains. Most folks ran for cover. Not Bill. He just grinned and said, "Well, butter my britches, that there's the finest looking tornado I ever did see. I think I'll ride it." Bill took his rattlesnake lasso, spun it overhead till it hummed like angry hornets, and let fly. "Boss, there's a twister coming, and it ain't just any twister, it's the granddaddy of all twisters. Ate 3 towns, turned a river backward, even picked up a train." Bill squinted at the horizon. Sure enough, a massive black funnel cloud, twisting and churning like all the anger in the world had been stirred up in a giant mixing bowl. "Well, butter my britches and call me a biscuit. That there's the finest looking tornado I ever did see. Boys, I think I'm gonna ride it." "Boss, did you just say you're gonna ride it?" "Sure am. I've ridden everything else in the West. Grizzly bears, mountain lions. Even a bolt of lightning once, though I don't recommend that one." Bill walked over to the fence post where he kept his special rattlesnake lasso. This wasn't just any snake out 50 feet long and meaner than a wasp in a bottle. The tornado was getting closer. Half a mile away, blotted out the sun, shaking the ground like a freight train. Bill spun his rattlesnake overhead. Round and round it went, the snake loving every second. "Chuck, boss, it's not too late to change your mind." Bill yelling, "If I die, make sure folks know I went out doing something spectacular." With a mighty heave and a rebel yell, Pecos Bill threw the rattlesnake lasso straight into the churning funnel cloud. The snake bit down, holding tight, and Bill jumped. Imagine this, 6 feet of cowboy muscle, lifted into a spinning column of pure fury. Tumbleweeds whizzing like angry porcupines, a cow flying by, mooing in 6 directions. Pianos playing themselves in midair, and Pecos Bill, holding on tight, climbing hand over hand into the heart of the tornado. "Come on, you ornery pile of wind, I've climbed steeper mountains." The tornado bucked, twisted, spun clockwise, counterclockwise. Even turned itself inside out. Bill rode it across Texas, New Mexico, Kansas. Carving canyons, tossing lakes, and tipping a trout politely as it floated past. After 3 days and 3 nights, Bill finally reached the very top. Sat on the wind itself, and the tornado gave up. Collapsed, shrank, and became the gentle breeze that now pushes sailboats in San Francisco. Bill's boots were gone, his clothes tattered, face sunburned and wine burned, but he was grinning ear to ear. Old Widowmaker, his wild Mustang, galloped up. Together they rode home, singing cowboy songs, kicking up dust that sparkled in the sunset. And that, my friends, is just one of Pecos Bill's adventures. The cowboy who lassoed a tornado, drank rivers dry, arm-wrestled grizzly bears, and lived to tell the tale. Keep your eyes on the horizon, and your lasso ready. You never know what might need roping next. Could be a Mustang, a mountain lion, or a tornado that needs teaching some manners.